I'm Carla Johnson from the city of Buchanan. The Buchanan Senior Center says it's producing its first Pride event on June 25th. The center says it's paying for the Pride production with donations, but they are still using the center's name, materials, staff, and assets. Why would the Senior Center use its resources to produce this event when seniors comprise less than 1% of Americans who identify as LGBTQ? This is not about hatred, it's about knowing who you represent. Shouldn't the Senior Center equally respect all seniors, address everyone's needs and all prejudices? This is so obvious I can't believe I'm saying it. I'm hearing from seniors who used to enjoy the center, but because of the push to elevate the gay pride movement, no longer support it. They are not members of a hate group. They are tired of the in-your-face gay agenda. A senior center should not push any political agenda or sexual orientation. One couple complained to the Agency on Aging, but we're told they will not get involved in what local centers can and can't do. I'm a senior. Yet a member of the center's Pride Committee referenced me in a public Facebook post as an ignorant, reckless right-winger. LGBTQ people must be protected, but so must all seniors. A member of the board of directors of the center chased me down a street, swearing and calling me names, and stalked and confronted another senior and me when we were out campaigning against the school bond.
Thank you, ma'am. Does anyone else wish to be heard? Yes, ma'am.
Crystal McCulley from the city of Niles. There was a commission meeting in Niles on Monday that addressed an LGBT Pride event happening this Saturday. Again, just to reiterate, Carla, it's not a hatred issue. We have absolutely no issue with them having Pride events or celebrating the way they identify, I guess. The issue is the location and the fact that public money is being used. So they've been given a blanket yes, and no questions were asked as to, specifically what they're doing. They were given a yes to have a drag show at the Niles Amphitheater. My issue with that is that amphitheater directly faces a playground. That is an affront to children. This is a frequently busy park that families go to with very small children. The event also advertises that it's free admission ages 5 and under, which is a concern for me because why is the city promoting drag queens having a show in front of 5-year-olds or babies for that matter? I just want to make the commission aware that this is happening and it's not a hatred issue. Just don't have the events in spaces where children are very likely to be present and then promote it to them. That's where the issue lies. And public funding, they've been given free electricity to use the amphitheater. They're not being charged anything. That's taxpayer dollars. I don't believe that my taxes should be used to fund that.
2 minutes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Michelle Funkhauser from the city of Niles. I did go for the first time ever to the meeting of the Niles Board of Commissioners, and I spoke. And my issue was about the event not being self-funded, that taxpayer money is being used for something that the majority of us do not support in a public place. Numerous people went up there, and it wasn't so much the issue of there was a different belief system, it was that how our money was being spent. And it was a unanimous vote to support the event, which was a disappointment to quite a few people. I was the other person Carla was referencing as far as being a senior citizen that was bullied on day one in Buchanan, and we had to file a police report. when we have differences of opinions, that's part of nature, but that you have to be worried and you're afraid and people come to your house, that's unacceptable. And I would just like consideration for allowing what is being done in public. I personally don't think it's okay for an adult male to shake and do everything they do in front of children, and that's what's happening. And I know how you boil a frog, you do it slowly. So I just hope some consideration will be given to start thinking about this earlier instead of late when it comes up to a vote. I was on the convention floor in Lansing and I was able to vote there. And I realized after sitting there for hours and hours listening to all kinds of people speak, it just doesn't change very many votes. So to get involved in the process earlier, to have a healthier community. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.